The TV across the room is turned on and tuned to some sort of reality show I don't recognize. Sayori is sitting up in her bed, eating a sandwich very slowly. Her eyes dart over to me but quickly go back down towards her plate. There we go! What the? And we are back for more Doki Salvation Remake. And last time, all we did is just meeting up with the other members on the way, and everyone is here. That's right, even though Sayori is still unconscious, or in a coma in other words, but still everyone's here and I'm very, very happy. So, let's see how this reunion, meeting, whatever it is going to play out. She only ever wanted me to join the club with her, and I kept shutting her down. I only ever went because of her me cupcakes or something. Ah, yes, I already said this before. I just sold myself and my soul for a cupcake. Wait, what? Oh yeah, bribery, of course.
And how about you, Finn? You definitely seem to have a lot on your mind. Why don't you talk about it?
Well, of course I do, but I don't know if I'm ready to discuss how I'm feeling about all of this. All I can say is, I just feel guilty about everything.
I completely understand, Finn, but you can't blame yourself for everything that's happened. See, Sayori has always been this way, probably way before you two even met.
You really think so?
I'm pretty sure.
You sound like you know quite a bit about her, huh?
Eh? I mean, of course. We started the club together after all.
I see. Well, there's this feeling that I can shake. Like, all of this happened because I joined the club. She saw me with Natsuki and Yuri and thought that she deserved to feel that pain. I can't help but feel like I put her through all that. And then, to top it all off, I confessed my feelings to her after she told me about her depression. She must have felt so much worse after that.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have told her you were her closest friend or something like that.
I mean, I'm her best friend, and of course soon to be lover, but still, we are that close. I kind of feel like telling her my feelings wasn't the best way to go, though. What if that could have been the right thing to say to her? I don't want her to think that I only said that just because she told me about her depression, you know?
But that isn't your fault. Nobody would hold you accountable for just saying how you felt. Maybe it's just bad timing or bad judgment, but definitely not your fault.
Bad timing, yeah, that's for sure. I don't think so. Now that work has spoken between us for quite some time, and the silence is only broken by a nurse knocking on the door and walking in. She kindly greets us both before going over to Sayori's bed and adjusting a few things.
Don't you ever think about how easy it would be to just put Sayori out of her misery?
Excuse me? I mean, excuse me? What? My eyes widen as I shoot Monica a stern glance.
I didn't mean for that to come out like that.
Yep. I don't know if it's the right thing to call her a money cunt for saying that, but not really.
How else was that supposed to come out? Guess my brain is just kind of wild right now, but just think about it, Finn. Don't you think her life is going to be any better after she wakes up? It's probably going to be very painful for her.
That's not sounding very helpful there, Monica. I stay silent.
Things aren't ever going to be the same, Finn. Surely you can see that as well. that's what's bothering me so much about all of this. She's not going to be the same girl you once knew. She has no reason to put up that front she's always had because everyone knows the truth. I hate to think what would...
Just stop. I don't want to think about that right now. Exactly. Monica, how about you shut your mouth right now? You shut your pie hole. But I can't help but lean towards the idea that she's right about that. Really? Really? You think that she might be right about that? The putting her out of her misery. Dude, bruh, why? I thought you were better than this. I mean, therapy is going to happen. It has to. But what's a loser like me supposed to do for a girl like Sayori? Oh, I don't know. Stop being a dumbass and man the f*** up. I mean, of course, have proper character development. You know, just make yourself, make something of yourself, man. The best thing I can do is be there for her, like a best friend should. Exactly, and don't be a pussy. Monica? Can I ask you something weird?
Sure, ask away.
What kind of person is Sayori to you? What does she mean to you? I know what Sayori means to Monica. First, she's fake. Second, line of code. Third, hindrance. Because of course, she knows that her friends are fake. Easy.
Mean to me?
Monica closes her eyes and stays quiet for a little while, almost as if she's really thinking hard about what she has to say.
Well, she's the vice president of the literature club. She's the one who helped me get the club going. I didn't know her all that well before then.
Better than me, at least. Monica shoots me a strange glance before continuing.
Well, in terms of what she means to me as a person, I don't know if I could really have a proper opinion on that. I only know about how she acts around me and the others, but I don't really know her. We did have somewhat a good connection at the beginning of the club, but after what's happened, I still don't feel like I know her. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I guess it does. So, does anybody know Sayori? I mean, the real Sayori. I obviously didn't. Monica sighs and turns her head towards Sayori.
I'm going to get going, Finn. I'll see you tomorrow.
I only nod in response.
Tell Natsuki and Yuri I'm heading out.
Now I'm alone with Sayori again. Well, me and the nurse, but she seems to be focusing on her work. A few minutes go by before she gives me a friendly smile and heads out of the room. I walk over to her bedside and place my hands on the rail. Hey, Sayori, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here again, just like I promised. No response, as expected, of course. Her beeping heart monitor is enough for me. Yeah, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica all came to see you. Guess you've got a lot of people who care, huh? Your mom and dad too, and they've been working really hard taking care of you. Isn't that cool? Jeez, it's only been a day and it feels like forever since I've been able to talk to you. I don't know if you heard about Monica said, but, well, I can't help but feel like she's right about all that. What, putting you out of your... Oh my... Just stop! Please, that is not the right consensus to talk about that, especially when she's unconscious. That is just... There's always a better way to get around this, I'm sure of it. Not that way, that's the coward's way out. Like, bruh, if things aren't the same, who cares? It's always good to start from scratch anyway. I never got to know the real you. I thought I did, but clearly I was very wrong. If only I knew sooner. I glance over her heart monitor, which starts to beep a little faster than normal. Her heart rate increased from 68 to 74 in just a few seconds. Is she? I quickly look around for something to call the doctor without making a ruckus. Sure enough, beside Sayori's bed was a little phone that had a call nurse button on it. As I'm about to hit the button, I notice... What? Sayori? Sayori's eyes slowly open, which makes me involuntarily gasp out loud. She blinks a few times before her eyes turn to look at me. We make eye contact. As tears start to form in my eyes, her heart rate increases. Hey yo! She waking up? Without looking away from her eyes, I push the button on the phone and let it fall to the ground. What? No way! She's alive! Is she? A single doctor and nurse calmly begin asking Sayori questions as she stares up at the ceiling. Can you breathe okay? Sayori nods slowly. Okay, we're going to remove the oxygen mask now. The mask slowly comes off Sayori's face and is placed on the side. Suddenly, Sayori slowly points to her neck and she shakes her head. Is she unable to speak? I understand. Your voice will probably be hoarse for quite some time. She shakes her head again and opens her mouth to speak, only to be interrupted by violent cuffs. Take it easy, Sayori. You still need time to reciprocate. Son, I'm gonna ask you to leave. Privacy reasons, I'm sure you'll understand. I catch Sayori's eyes move towards me. Yeah, sure, I'll be outside, Sayori. No problem, Doc, I completely understand. I walk backwards, not letting my eyes off of Sayori. I see her hand move up slightly, only to fall back down weakly. Aw, we didn't even get to see a sprite reveal or something like that. Bro, I'm so disappointed. 0 out of 10. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're only still in like 2 episodes in and now I'm rating this a 0. I'm kidding, alright? We'll just see how this goes. I walk outside the room and close the door behind me. She's awake. Way sooner than I thought, but she's awake and responsive too. Well, sort of. I catch Natsuki and Yuri walking together down the hallway. Natsuki waves at me and I wave back.
Man, I was starving. Those sandwiches sure hit the spot. I thought they were pretty bland. I would have imagined someone knows how to bake so well would also have some higher standards when it comes to food.
Well, Yuri, that's the hospital life for you. You go into a hospital, you get bland all the time.
Oh, shut up, Yuri. What would you know about it anyway?
She's awake.
Whoa, really? Can we see her?
I'm sure when the doctors finish, yeah. They have to make sure she's okay after being knocked out for a full day.
She must be hungry. Did they put her on a feeding tube for some sort?
I shake my head. They said they only do that if she stayed under more than 24 hours. She was about to hit that until today. But it is interesting. I didn't expect her to wake up so soon.
Well, I look forward to talking to her, that's for sure. I'm thinking we should give her some time to reciprocate. Seeing us all at once might overwhelm her.
I think Yuri's right. Maybe you two can come tomorrow? After school or something. Plus, I kind of want to be alone with her for a while. I really need to talk things out with her.
Talk things out? Are you really going to put more emotional baggage on her right now?
As long as it ain't emotional damage, that's for sure. I shake my head. It's not really my place to say. All I ask is if I could get some alone time with her for a little bit. I'm sure she'll be back to her good old self by tomorrow.
No offense, but what makes you think you're any more qualified to be there with her than we are?
That's actually a good question there, Yuri. I get that you two are the Lurcher Club members and, of course, we're all members here, but I know Sayori more than you do. Let's just leave it at that. I don't know. Probably not.
She's your childhood friend. How the
but I'm just trying to make up for my guilt. Besides, Monica had to get going, so...
If you put it that way, I guess you had got a point. Well, if that's what you want, Finn, we'll respect your wishes. Natsuki, would you like to check out the local library with me? What? Are you serious? But you don't know. But you know we don't exactly agree on what we consider to be literature.
Hey, as long as you can read a book, that's completely fine.
That's alright. You don't have to come along if you don't want to. Fine, but I'm only going because you probably get lonely or something.
The two girls walk out together, chatting amongst themselves. As for me, I stay close to Sayori's room and wait for the doctors to let me back inside. My mind is already in a rush, trying to figure out the right thing to say to her when I see her again. How are you feeling? Is everything okay? I shake my head. Nothing seems right. What are you supposed to say to someone who tried to take their own life? Hey, Sayori, glad you didn't. What? Why would you say that? That's fucking terrible. No, just no. Don't say that. That's no. I sit myself down on the floor and lay my head back against the wall. She must be so scared right now. I mean, does she even remember that I walked in and saved her that night? Here she is, waking up in a place completely unfamiliar to herself, and all of these strangers asking a bunch of questions. Maybe Monica has a point. Things aren't ever going to be the same. But you know what? Making a promise to myself and to Sayori. I'm going to do everything in my power to make things okay again. I'm getting really anxious. I've been alone with my thoughts for, 30 minutes now? What could possibly be going on in there? It's not that I don't trust the doctors or anything, I just really want to make sure Sayori is really okay. Am I being overly obsessive about this? I never really thought about that. What if she doesn't want to see me right now? What if she hates me for saving her? What if she feels worse because I'm there, trying to care for her? What if... Sir, you're free to see your friend. He's just resting now. I quickly stand up and brush off any dust off my clothes. I take a deep breath and step inside. The TV across the room is turned on and tuned to some sort of reality show I don't recognize. Sayori is sitting up in her bed, eating a sandwich very slowly. Her eyes dart over to me but quickly go back down towards her plate. There we go! We got ourselves a Sprite reveal! And she's in a hospital gown. She looks kind of cute in it, and you can see her mark around her neck. Oh yeah, because of course she's eating and she can't swallow, so that makes sense, but still. Look, don't give me that look, Sayori. Come on, look at me. Come on, look at me. Look at me. I saved you, and well, I shouldn't expecting much, but I'm just glad that you're okay right now. Her bandages that were over her neck are now removed and show a deep bruise in its place. Besides that, everything about her seems okay. But what I'm really worried about is what could be going on inside her head. Sayori? Hey. She looks at me and blinks a few times, almost as if she's trying to make sure I was actually here. What do I say to her? What can I even say? Oh yeah, the blinking. Of course, good old mod posing tool to the rescue. I love this mod feature.
Hey, Finn.
Her voice is very coarse, but I'm still surprised she was the first to speak up. Her voice is coarse? Alright, let me try to try to do that as I go. And she seems to be acting like herself again. That's what I would like to think anyway. Her smile quickly fades and she looks directly at me.
What are you doing here, Finn?
That question feels like a punch to the gut. From anybody else, I wouldn't have felt any different. But coming from her, it feels heartbreaking. Why wouldn't I be here? I'm here to make sure you're okay.
But I'm okay. You really don't need to be right here with me.
But, Sayori,
Everything is okay, isn't it? I could go home and pretend nothing ever happened, right? I can go to school, see all my friends, and nobody will worry about me anymore, right? Right, Finn?
I don't know if my hoarse Sayori voice is okay to you, fellow knights and adventurers. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm trying. I should definitely need some proper VA practice someday if I have the time. Nope, not that kind of VA. Voice acting, and not a bunch of various asshole. I stay silent. Tears are flowing down her face, and she's trying so hard to keep herself together. But her last walls are starting to break down, and I'm the first to witness all of it.
Everything is going to be okay, because I'm okay, and nobody will worry anymore. Nobody, nothing but a little smile can fix. Smiles,
Sayori buries her face in her hands and begins sobbing loudly. Here, just here. Okay. This is the best I can have. This is the best I can have for tissues or napkins, but whatever. It still works anyway. If it works, it works. It is what it is.
Why am I such a failure? At everything I try, I always fail. I'm no good. Just let me go, Finn. Please let me go.
I rush over and wrap my arms around her body. Her heart is beating incredibly fast and her body is shaking with every sudden breath. Her cries become muffled as she buries her face into my shirt. I was going to say bruise, but again, what the heck is wrong with my reading comprehension?
Why did I do this to myself, Finn? It just felt like my heart and my brain were on fire. In that moment,
It's okay, Sayori. I'm here now. I always will be. I promise. I'm going to do everything I can to make things okay again. Other than her sudden and intermittent breaths, she stays silent for a while. We stay together, huddled like this for what seems like a million years.
Finn, that night, I really thought it was the last time I was going to see you again. I memorized every moment because I wanted it to be the last thing I thought of. I didn't want to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anybody. But the rain clouds, the rain, the thunder, it's hurting you, Finn. It hurts so much.
I gently run my hands through her hair. I understand, Sayori. I don't blame you for this. Nobody does. I'm just glad I'm with you right now.
Me too.
I feel Sayori's arms raise up, slowly, and wrap around my back. I almost chuckle at how relieved I am to feel this. I don't care how long I'm standing here. I'm going to hold Sayori as long as I can. And I'm going to cherish every second, because just a few days ago, I would have never gotten the chance again. Excuse me. A few minutes go by. I haven't let go of Sayori, and she hasn't let go of me. I've just been standing here, sobbing intensely. When it feels like I'm calming down, anything Sayori does only brings back a torrent of emotions. But after a few more minutes, I sigh and try to pull myself together. I break our embrace and instinctively hide my face from her. I never let go of her hands though.
I hate seeing you cry, Finn. You never cry. I guess it's the day firsts, huh? I wipe away my tears again and try to look Sayori in the eyes. Well, at least I'm not a complete emotional snob like you thought I probably was. I never think about that. I never think that about you. But I do wish you'd smile a bit more, though. Ironically, her saying this makes me smile. It really does. It really does. Again, doggos, ignore them. And also makes my lips quiver with emotion. Well, I guess as soon as Sayori says it, the dogs go happy and all. So, hey, even the doggos are happy, and I'm happy for that. And also makes my lips quiver with emotion. I don't know if I already said that. Maybe when I'm not an absolute mess. I shouldn't have let that slip. That's the last thing she needs right now. A soft knock is heard from outside the room. A few short seconds, Yuri lets herself in, looking a bit nervous. Hey, Yuri! Welcome back! And of course, the Sayori is back. I'm happy. And of course, I know you're very happy. Don't know why am I putting up that accent again. Which seems to shift to concern when she spots Sayori. Guess Yuri and Natsuki decided to return from their trip to the library? Can't say I blame them though. I'd be eager to talk to Sayori too. Of course I do. Sayori. Hi, Yuri. Sayori opens her arms, inviting Yuri for a hug. Yuri walks over and accepts her offer. Sayori hugs her gently. While it seems like Yuri isn't too comfortable with this, she also hugs back with similar intensity. I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Of course I'm okay. Yuri seems to fish it a little. Sorry, I don't know what to say. That's okay, just don't worry about me. I'll be alright. But you're... So Yuri sighs and seemingly tries to collect herself. I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Here, I brought you this. Finn can help you brew it. Yuri shakily hands her a chamomile tea bag. Wait, chamomile? I never heard of that word before, or this type of tea. Please excuse me. Yuri swiftly exits the room. Sayori looks down at the tea bag and sighs. It's useless, isn't it? Trying to pretend like nothing happened. All of the evidence is right here. She points to her neck. I'm a complete loss for words. I have no idea what to say here. I can't tell her it'll be okay because I don't know that. I can't tell her that nobody will see her differently because I don't know that. Another soft knock is heard. Hey, Sayori. I hope we're not intruding or overwhelming you by coming in like this. Hello again, Natsuki. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Not at all. Come give me a hug. Natsuki hesitates for a little bit, before eventually giving in and hugging her tightly. Tears begin to form around Natsuki's eyes and she gently rubs Sayori's back. Natsuki? Dang it. I promised I wasn't going to cry. I'm just glad you're here, Sayori. Natsuki, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it all out. Let it all out. It's okay to cry. It's natural. It's only natural. I don't want to lose you. Sayori stays silent. After a short moments, Natsuki pulls herself away and tries to regain her bearings. Sorry, I don't want to overwhelm you. It's okay, I understand. I don't want you to worry about me, Natsuki. I'll be okay, I promise. Sure, Sayori. She says this with obvious concern in her voice. Surely Sayori doesn't expect everyone to just not worry about her, right? By the way, I hope you didn't think it was weird that Yuri and I took turns coming in like this. We didn't want to overwhelm you or anything. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate that. I'll assume Monica will be coming in next, right? I don't think so. Finn told us that she had to get going earlier. Oh.
I mean, I only assume Monica is crazy busy with a lot of things at school. I kinda agree though, because A, I'm a busy guy myself, and plus, even though timing ain't right and all, but hey, at least now it's a good opportunity that you two had the that you two are seeing each other right now. Of course, the cinnamon bun is back in the flesh, and well, at least this is only just the beginning, but still, I'm sure with time all wounds will heal.